How to automate send values of return tracks in Ableton Live Session View. Hi, I'm Toby from abletondrummer.com, and I created a few Max for Live devices which lets you set up automations for send values in Ableton Live Session Views. That works for group tracks and that works for return tracks here with my devices as well. It works natively only for single tracks in Ableton Live Session View, and I have created this solution here as part of a pack where you have 3 more devices here which are all about automating the not natively accessible parameters like the main track volume, like the return track volume pan settings, and the same for group settings here as well. But let's focus on the main device here for this video, which is setting up automations and recalling those in Ableton Live Session Views for send values for group tracks here. So as you can see, this is already automated, and it's automating the send of my track to group here of a group track, and it's all happening via this one Max for Live device. It's happening inside an envelope section here of a MIDI clip, and we can see we have set up all those different, or there are all those different automations here set up. They can be set up manually in clips, or they can be set up using a MIDI controller. Let's set this up from the beginning here. So first of all, you would need this device here, which, as I said, is part of this Max for Live pack here. It's available, just follow the link in the video description below. Max for Live devices can be only used if you have Max for Live, which is included in Ableton Live Suite, or can be bought as an add-on towards Ableton Live Standard. Okay, so now if we have this device here, and let's get rid of the automations I already set up here, delete those automations. So first of all, you want to put this on a MIDI track. I decided to have those as MIDI devices because setting up clips in session is really quick and easy. You just double click on an empty clip slot, and you have the opportunity to control one group track at a time. So if we just create another group track here, let's call this another, because the naming becomes very handy once we've set up things and want to automate and access the right envelope automations lanes here. So we have a menu on the device, and I need to hit refresh because I just created a new group track here, and it collects and looks for all the group tracks which are currently present. So we have 1, 2 group, and we just have the one another we just created. I select this one, and then I hit set, and now the name shows up here of the group track we are controlling, and it changes the name of the device here as well, which comes really handy in a second. So now I have on and off switches below the dials here, and it's just for making things a little bit more visually, a little bit more appealing, because if we have like 12 of those, and maybe it's just easier to orientate if you turn them on. So we have 4 return tracks here, so I just turn on A, B, C, D, and now I'm already able, and you can see that, to control those. Maybe let's fold down this second group track here so we can clearly see we are now controlling the A to D send dials of this group track called another here. Great, so now we are already able to set up automations. Let's do this via manual editing first. So let's set up automations for the send values in Session View in Ableton Live. Just create a dummy clip, which I can do by just double clicking on an empty clip slot. So now I have the clip here, and it brings me to the clip view. So if I double click on this clip here, brings me to the clip view. In the clip view, I want to go to the envelope section, and there I can set up all the different automations I want for my send dials here. So now the naming becomes very handy because it already shows me the device name in the first menu here, which we set up as another, so it's really clear where we want to go. And then let's set up one for A. So I just go to this red automation lane here. I set a breakpoint, just click on there, and then I can click drag this to the value I need. So if we maybe want to go to -60 dB, and sometimes you can't get that right with your mouse, it depends on the value, you can right click, edit value, and type in the value you want to go to, -60 dB, and maybe let's set this one up to edit value to -20. So now we have this nice fade here, which is written into this clip here, and once this clip is playing, you can see that the automation is being applied to the A cent value here. So the nice thing with those automations and the envelope section in Ableton Live is that if you select and click and now just move this D fader here, and then if you go back to your clip view via double clicking on the clip, it already selects the right parameter, automation lane, envelope you want to pick here. So you can now set up something here as well, and now you have two automations running already. So those automations are now being on the Max for Live device. They are not being on this here. This is just controlling the send dials, but the automation is actually on the device. And this way it overcomes the limitation of Ableton Live Session View not being able to automate your send knobs of return tracks. Again, I have a few more devices here. I have this one for the return tracks sends here as well, and I have 3 more devices which are overcoming limitations of being able to change the volume, the pan, and the on and off of the different tracks which can't host clips themselves, which is the main or master track, which is group tracks, and which is return tracks here as well. So with those tools here, which are included in this pack, they are you are now being able to set up automations in sessions, jumping to certain values, creating fades or whatever what you need for your production or for your live purposes. So one more thing, you are able to use a MIDI controller here as well to record value changes and to recall those automations you are recording. Okay, so let's set this up for the A knob here. So I have a MIDI Turbinia Pocket, which is set up to control this first A dial here. So you just go into the MIDI map menu, command M for MIDI, you select the dial here, and now I'm already controlling this dial here, which is controlling the ascent of our group track. So now if we have a clip running, for example, and if we switch on the session arm, this is now recording, and we can actually record automations, movements into this clip here. Obviously this clip is not very long, so just I wanted to show you, you are now have those movements being recorded into a clip, into a dummy clip in Ableton Live Session, and you are able to record automations for your send values in Ableton Live Session View. Now, if you are excited about this opportunity or this new way of on how to map things and how to automate things here, the link to the devices is in the video description below here. Cool. Okay, again, those are Max for Live devices. Max for Live is needed to make use of those. Max for Live is included in Ableton Live Suite or can be bought as an add-on towards Ableton Live Standard. I'm Toby from Ableton Drummer. Take care. Bye-bye.